Assalamu alaikum. I am Amiyo Bhattacharjee. I will take higher mathematics class today. I will discuss some MCQ. Okay. At first, some MCQs from functions. Okay. Fx equal to root over x minus 4. F of 20 equals to what? Number A, f of 20 equals to plus minus 4. Number B, 4. Number C, minus 4. And number D, suppose 20. What is the answer? Write me. I have not got the answer yet. Fx equals to root over x minus 4. What is the value of f of 20? Write me. No answer. Okay. I have seen most of you have written answer A. Only Afif Mursalin, he has answered question number B. Okay. I have seen most of you. Okay. Its answer is number B. Those who have answered number A, it's wrong. See how it is wrong. Suppose f of 20 is equal to root over 20 minus 4, that is root over 16. It is equals to only 4, not plus minus 4. Not plus minus 4, because root over x, it is always a positive number. Positive number. Root over 4, it is 2. Root over 9, it is 3. But the question may be erosion. Then where it is plus minus? Yes, that's a good question. Given x square equals to 4, then x equals to plus minus root over 4. that is plus minus 2 in this case. If you want to write down plus minus, then it must be started from this line. It is a wrong procedure. What I am showing you, that is wrong procedure now. X equals to root over 4 equals to plus minus 2. It is wholly and fully wrong. It is wholly and fully wrong. Okay? Root over x means it's a positive number. It is never negative. As for example, I can give you another math. Y equal to, or okay, fx, f of x equal to plus minus, it is suppose x minus 4. Now the question is, what is f of 20? Its answer, now you write down plus minus 4, b 4, c minus 4, and d 20, suppose. Now what will be the answer? I know that now all of you will take the option number A, right? But what was our previous math? Previous math was fx equals to x minus 4. See the difference. Here there is plus minus. It is given plus minus. Here plus minus is not given. So in this case the options were plus minus 4, b 4, c minus 4, d 20. So here our answer will be question number B. See the difference. Here plus minus 4. As plus minus, here it is given. But in this question, plus minus is not given. So there is no option to write down any minus sign. So here the answer is B and here the answer is A. Which one is a function? Which one is a function? Which one means which of the following is a function? Suppose A B C which one here is a function? Answer me. Can to tell? Can to answer? Only one student answered question number A. That is Godhulia De. She has answered question number A. Karima answered C. And no one. Joshimuddin, answered C. Sami A. Anyway, what will be the answer, right? Good. Its answer is question number B. Now you can think how its answer is question number B. Do you know the easiest procedure to determine from any graphical presentation whether it's a function or not? Okay, see. Suppose a straight line is to be drawn parallel to y-axis. I repeat, a straight line is to be taken parallel to y-axis. Okay. Parallel to y-axis, we can take here a point, here a straight line, right? We can take a straight line, we can take a straight line, we can take another straight line. Have you seen? A straight line has been drawn parallel to y-axis. Okay. The interesting fact is that this straight line, option number A, this straight line intersects the circle at 2 points. This and this. This is only 1 point. This is 2 points. This is 2 points. Have you seen? 2 points, 2 points, 2 points. What is meant by it? Suppose it is 3. Suppose this is 3. So there will be another point, it is suppose 4. So this point is 3, 4. Example, just this is suppose 4. So it will be 3, minus 4. Is it? Here also the same thing happens. For one value of x, we will get two values of y. Here also same thing happens. For one value of x, we will get here two values of x. For one value of x, here we will also get two values of y. But it won't happen. If a relation is written like this, 3, 4, again 3, minus 4. Is it a function? No, it's not a function, it's a relation. Because in the ordered pairs of the set, we have got same two first two same elements. Here the first elements are same. And we know if in a relation, if we see that the first elements have been repeated, then it's not a function. I repeat, if in a relation it is seen that the first elements of the ordered pairs have been repeated, then it's not a function. So here 3, the first elements have been repeated, so it's not a function. And it happened due to the straight line has intersected the curve at 2 points. 1, 2, 2 points. Here 2 points. Here also 2 points. But in this case, it is only in 1 point. So our answer is question number B. Okay. Fx equals to x by x minus, suppose 2x minus 3. What is the value of f inverse 5? Do it. What's the value of f inverse 5? What is the value of f inverse 5? Okay. One day I told you, in this case, what will you do? At first write down, let f inverse 5 is equal to a. So if it is possible to determine the value of a, then we are done. What can be written from here? F of a equals to 5, right? So it is the function given for x. Now we replace x by a, then we will be left with a by 2a minus 3 equals to 5. Have you seen? For x it is x by 2x minus 3. Okay. So for a it will be a by, for a, f of a, for a, f of a is equal to, f of a is equal to a by 2a minus 3. So 5 to the 10a minus 15 equals to a. So we get 9a equals to 15, that is 3a equals to 5. So a equal to 5 by 3. That is f inverse 5 equals to, f inverse 5 is equal to 5 by 3. Now it is your turn to do. Fx equal to uh, 2x plus 1. F inverse 3 equals to what? Find it. Can you do it? Okay, see. What is to be done at first? Let f inverse 3 equal to a. Implies that f of a equals to 3. Now put a for x, so we will get twice a plus 1 is equal to 3. That is twice a equals to 3 minus 1, that is 2. So a equals to 1. What was laid as by a? A was laid as by f inverse 3. Therefore, f inverse 3 is equal to 1. Do you know what is domain, what is range, and what is codomain? Codomain. Suppose A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and B equals to 1, 4, 9. What is the relation? Relation. What is the relation? Relation, it follows Cartesian product. Cartesian product. Number 1, condition. Number B, under a condition. Please remember it. Relation is followed by Cartesian product and under a condition. Okay. Suppose we are going to write down Cartesian product A cross B equals to 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 9. Okay. So we are getting 1, 1, 1, 4, 1, 9, 2, 1, 2, 4, 2, 9, 3, 1, 3, 4, 3, 9. Actually, what we have done, we have just found the Cartesian product of two sets. Because here any condition is not yet applied. If the condition is given like this, y equal to x square, then upon this condition the relation will be R for relation, y equals to x square. We see this one, a square of 1 is 1, this one a square of 2 is 4, and this one a square of 3 is 9. So we are getting 1, 1, 2, 4 and 3, 9. under the condition y equals to x square. So what is domain? Here what is domain? Here the domain 1, 2, 3, very good. Range equals to 149. Codomain equals to, we know the second set is always the codomain. So codomain is 149. But the condition is that you can tell me this range and codomain are same. Here they are same, but it is not always true. Okay, see the example. Suppose in this question, it was given, I am giving you another example. A equals to 1, 2, B equals to 1, 4, suppose 6. Okay, and the condition is y equals to x square. Okay, so what is A plus B? That is Cartesian product 1, 1, 4, 1, 6, 2, 1, 2, 4 and 2, 6. But as I told you, what is the relation? Relation R is equal to, it is followed by y equals to x square. So 1, 1, okay, then 1, 1, okay, and this one only 2, 4. Is it? So we are getting domain equals to 1, 2, range equal to 1, 4. What is codomain? What will be the codomain here? This is the question. Codomain is always the second set B. This is the codomain. Codomain is 1, 4, 6. I think you have got it. Okay, let's test some maths from other exercise. Cot of theta minus 9 pi by 2. What will be its value? Do it. Cot of theta minus pi by 2. What will be its value? To do this math, at first we have to have the format, that is cot, second bracket, minus is to be taken common, then 9 pi by 2 minus theta. Okay. We know cot of minus theta formula, cot of minus theta equals to minus cot theta. Okay. So it will be minus cot theta. This is wholly and fully theta. Okay. Cot of minus theta equals to minus cot theta. Now it means cot 9 into pi by 2 minus theta. For minus, it will be kept as it is. For minus, it will be kept as it is. Then we have to determine in which quadrant the angle lies. This is how many pi by 2? 9 pi by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Have you seen? 8 pi by 2. This is 9 pi by 2. As it is minus, so it will be okay. 9 pi by 2 minus. If it was plus, then it will be in the second quadrant. As it is minus, so the angle will lie in the first quadrant. So we can write, and we know that in the first, all the trigonometric ratios are what? Positive. Now it is 9. 9 is an odd number. Odd number. So what should be done? If it is an odd number, then it is quad. Quad means cotangent. Cotangent will be tangent. That is minus 10. Minus 10. And it is theta. The answer is minus 10 theta. Theta equals to pi by 6. Question number 8. Cos square theta minus sin square theta equals to what? Question number B. 2 cos square theta. That's okay. Question number 1. Options are half. Options are root 3 by 2, 0, 1. What will be the answer? Theta equals to pi by 6, cos square theta minus sin square theta equals to what? You just put the values like this. Cos square theta, theta means pi by 6 minus sin square theta, theta means pi by 6. Pi by 6 means 30 degree. Cos 30. Cos 30, that means root 3 by 2 whole square. Sin 30. Sin 30 means half. Then half whole square. That is 3 by 4 minus 1 by 4. If we calculate, we will get half. So our answer is half. The first one is our answer. Option A, answer is half. Okay. Okay, that's good. Now, This is very easy math, you know. If the question number 2 is given, question number 2, what is the value of cos 3 theta? We all know cos 3 theta. Cos 3 theta equal to cos 3 into pi by 6, that is cosine pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 means cos 90 degree, that is 0. Okay. Very good. If the value is given like this, number 3, what is the value of 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta? 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. That means 4 cos cube pi by 6 minus 3 cos pi by 6, right? 4 cos cube pi by 6 equals to what? Pi by 6 means 30 degree, cos 30 equals to root 3 by 2. Root over 3 by 2 whole cube minus 3 into root 3 by 2. That means 4 into, this is the calculation, 3 root 3 by 8 minus 3 root 3 by 2. So 4 to 3 root 3 by 2 minus 3 root 3 by 2, that is equal to 0. Okay. A, B and C have solving a math. Probability of A can do the math, A can do, B can do, and probability of C can do are given. Suppose I was saying A, B, C have started solving a math. Probability of that A can do the math, that B can do the math, and C can do the math are given as by one by 5, 1 by 6, and 1 by 4. What is the probability that they can do the math? Can you do it? Suppose P of A is given as by 1 by 5. Therefore, is equal to, we know it is equal to 1 minus P of A, that is 1 minus 1 by 5 is equal to 4 by 5. Okay? P of B equals to, given as by 1 by 6, P of B prime 1 minus 1 by 6 equal to 5 by 6. Probability of C, that C can do the math, is 1 by 4. Similarly, P of C prime will be similarly 3 by 4. Okay? So A, B and C cannot do the math. A, B and C cannot do the math. That is, A prime into B prime C prime is equal to 4 by 5 into 5 by 6 into 3 by 4. So we get half here. Actually, what is this? This is P of A prime intersection B prime intersection C prime. Okay. Now, De Morgan's law, P of A union B union C is equal to half. These and these are same. Perhaps you have got it. N of A, I'm sorry, A union B is equal to A prime intersection B prime. Like this. This is intersection, so here it will be union. This is union, here it will be intersection. But we have to find the probability that they can do. So P of A union B union C is equal to 1 minus P of A union B union C. That means 1 minus half, that is equal to half. So our answer is half. Suppose write down in a right angle, triangle, the lengths of the medians are 4 centimeter, 5 centimeter and 7 centimeter. What is the length of the hypotenuse? Do it. Options are A, 8.12 centimeter, 9.25 centimeter, 7.75 centimeter, 8.81 centimeter. Approximately. Do it. Can't you answer? Okay. Now see what's happening here. What I have given, you see, this is a right angle triangle. Okay? This is the hypotenuse. Suppose these are the medians. These are the medians. These are the medians. Let's consider this is 4 centimeter, this is 5 centimeter, and this is 7 centimeter. And you know that it is the hypotenuse C. Suppose it is A and it is B. What is the formula to determine the hypotenuse? That is 3c square is equal to twice of d square plus a square plus f square. Okay, 3c square equals to 2 into d square plus a square plus f square. Now, what is d? Okay, consider it as by 4 square, e 5 square, f 7 square, this type of. So the calculation is 2, 16, 25 and 49. This is 41, so this is 90. Is it? This is equal to 41, 50, that is 40, 90. So it is 180. So what you are getting? C square equal to 60. So C will be root over 60. And its answer will be very near to be this 7.75. Okay. Now see, a die means what is the meaning of die? Die means singular of dice. Singular of dice is die. A die is thrown. Probability of getting less than 3 or more than 4 equals to what? Less than 3 or more than 4. Write me. Suppose less than 3 means what? Less than 3 means 1, 2. And it is B, more than 4. More than 4 means 5 and 6. Okay? Actually, what you are getting here, n of A is equal to 2, n of B is equal to 2. Okay? So, probability of A is equal to n of A by n of S. Here S means total outcomes. That means 2 by 6 equals to 1 by 3. Probability of B is equal to n of B by n of S. That is also 2 by 6 equals to 1 by 3. What is OR? OR means union. So, probability of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B. You see, there is no common here, right? There is no common here, okay? It is 1, 2, it is 5, 6. So, it is 1 by 3, it is 1 by 3. That is equal to 2 by 3. This is one of the ways, but dear students, you can do it very easily. You know how? What are those? 1, 2, 5, 6. There are 4 digits. 4 digits. And total outcomes 6. So our answer is 2 by 3. But this is the original way how you can do the math. Okay, let's discuss another math. Suppose a die is thrown. Probability of getting less than 4 or multiple of 2 equals to what? So less than 4 we have A is equal to less than 4, 1, 2, 3, less than 4. Suppose B equals to multiple of 2. What are the multiples of 2? 2, 4, 6. Okay. Now can you tell me what will be the answer? Just wait. Here n of A equals to 3. Here n of B is also equal to 3. Is there any intersection? Yes. In this question we have intersection. So A intersection B is equal to only 2. This 2 is the intersection. That means this is 2, this is 2. So what is n of A intersection B? What is n of A intersection B? 1. So what is the formula? N of A union B is equal to n of A, n of B minus n of A intersection B. That is, we are getting n of A is as by 3. This is 3. N of B, this is also 3. N of A intersection B, n of A intersection B, this is also, it is 1. So we are getting 5. We are getting 5. But my question is to find probability of or. It was written or means what? Union. I told you the probability of A union B is equal to n of A union B by n of S. So n of A union B equals to 5 and n of S equals to 6, we all know. So you have to think in the exam hall at first either whether there is any common or not. Okay? If there is any common, you have to do it like this. Okay. What is the value of theta? This is the question. Theta equals to what? Theta equal to what? Options are options are 100 degree, 90 degree, 75 degree, 60 degree. Time 30 seconds. Do it. Okay, answer me. I'm not getting any answer. No answer. I am not getting any answer. Okay. I am doing the math. What is the formula? S equals to r theta, right? So from here we can write theta equals to S by r. What is S? It is 11 centimeter. What is r? R is 7 centimeter. Okay. So centimeter will be omitted. Okay. So we'll be left with 11 by 7. Is it? Is it 11 by 7 only? It is theta, it is an angle, okay? So it will be radian. 11 by 7 radian. Now we know pi radian equals to 180 degree. Okay? So 1 radian equals to 180 degree by pi. So we have to multiply it by 180 degree by pi. That is 11 by 7 into 180 degree by pi. Now you calculate. Now can you calculate? It is 90 degree, nearly. Very near to be 90 degree. 90 degree. So our answer is 90 degree. And if it is told to express in radians, so our answer should be approximately 1.57 radian. That means one right angle equals to one right angle. That means one right angle is equal to very near to be 1.57. Okay, one right angle equals to 1.57 radian. Okay, suppose sin theta equals to half, and the condition is given theta lies between pi less than theta less than 2 pi. Theta equals to what? Options are, okay, pi by 2 pi by 3, 4 pi by 3, I'm sorry, I am making the correction here. Sin theta equals to only half. I am making the correction. Sin theta equals to only half. Okay. So A equals to 2 pi by 3, B equals to 4 pi by 3, C equal to 5 pi by 3. Okay. Now D equals to does not exist. Which one? Can you tell me which one? Okay. Sin theta equals to half. What is meant by this? Sin theta equals to half. Okay, see. Sin theta equals to half. Okay. It's a positive number, half. Yes, positive number. And we know sin is positive in the first quadrant. Sin is positive in the second quadrant. But in this question our value is given from pi to 2 pi. That means this. But here sin is negative. Here sin is negative. But our value is given positive. Have you seen? Just think. Our value is given positive. But the range where the angle may lie is given pi to 2 pi. This is pi. This is pi. And this is 2 pi. So there is no value. So our answer is value does not exist. Okay? Is equal to, suppose it is given now minus half, okay, and pi by 2 less than theta less than 3 pi by 2. What is the value of theta? Okay, can you do it? Okay, see, like the previous one, okay, sin theta equals to minus half, pi by 2, this is pi by 2, pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, this is 3 pi by 2, right? This is 0, pi by 2, 2 pi by 2, that means pi, 3 pi by 2, this is 4 pi by 2, 4 pi by 2 means 2 pi. I repeat, 0, pi by 2, 2 pi by 2, 2 pi by 2 means pi, 3 pi by 2, and it is 4 pi by 2, 4 pi by 2 means 2 pi. Anyway, the range is given from pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, okay. But sin theta is positive here, sin theta is positive here, and here sin theta is negative. Then how many angles will we get? Only one angle. As it is negative, it is negative. So our angle lies in the third quadrant. Okay, not in the second quadrant. Our angle lies in the third quadrant. Okay. So we can write like this. Sin theta here, sin theta equals to minus half, that is minus sin pi by 6. Pi by 6 means what? 30 degree. So sin 30 degree half. And you see in which quadrant our angle lies? Third quadrant. So there is a formula, I think all of you know it. Can you tell me the formula? Write down. Second quadrant, when it is second quadrant, it is pi minus theta. When it is in the third quadrant, it is pi plus theta. When it is in the fourth quadrant, it is 2 pi minus theta. Okay, I have mentioned. In the second quadrant, it is pi minus theta. In the third quadrant, it is pi plus theta. And in the fourth quadrant, it is 2 pi minus theta. So, our angle lies in the third quadrant. What is the formula? Pi plus theta. So, we'll write sine pi plus theta. Pi, what is the theta? Pi plus 6. Okay. So, we can write here sine 7 pi by 6. Okay. So, theta equals to 7 pi by 6. So, it is the answer. Theta equals to 7 pi by 6. It is the answer. Okay. Dear students, something else I am going to just make you understand, that is, initially we had three ratios. Suppose sine, then tangent, then I know all of you till now cosine. No, not that. Then which one? Second. Initially, we did have these three trigonometric ratios. Okay. After that, adding a prefix co. Adding a prefix co. Remember it, co. We have got cosine. We have got cotangent. We have got cosecant. Okay. Then afterwards, in short, we write here sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, and cosec. Okay. You know how does it happen? Just see. We know angle of complementary. Yes, we know complementary. What is the angles of complementary? If sum of two angles is equal to 90 degree, then they are said to be complementary angles to each other. Okay, you know, you were taught it in class 6 and 7 or in class 5 even. If sum of two angles is equal, then they are said to be the angles of complementary. Okay, now suppose I am considering an angle 30 degree. So what is its complementary angle? I am considering an angle of 30 degree. So what is its complementary angle? Definitely 60 degree. Okay, good. Now if I take sine, what is the value of sine 30? What is the value of sine 30? Half. The value of sine 30 is half. Now here, adding what we have got? Cosine. Again, adding as prefix. What we have got? Cosine. So complement of 30 is 60. Now take here sine, cosine. Repeating, sine, cosine. 30 is complementary 60. Then what is the value of cos 60? This is half. Okay, see the same answer. Another example, Suppose sine 0 degree. Sine 0 degree means what? 0. Okay, good. What is the complementary of 0 degree? That is 90 degree. Complementary of 0 degree is 90 degree. Sine. So we take cosine. So like cos 690 equals to also 0. So in this way, when we do some maths from exercise 8.3, especially to determine the angles between 0 degree to 360 degree, we must have some applications like this: sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec, in this way. Okay, you understand? Suppose we have to find the value sine 300 degree or suppose sine 2 pi by 3. Okay, we have to find the value of sine 2 pi by 3. Okay, see, it can be written pi minus pi by 3. Have you seen? Pi minus pi by 3, that is 3 pi minus pi. 2 by 3 means what? 3 minus 1 by 3, that is 3 by 3 minus 1 by 3, that is 1 minus 1 by 3. Okay, 1 minus 1 by 3. In this way, 1 means 1 pi, 1 by 3 means it is to multiplied by pi by 3. Okay, that's good. Here sine 2 into pi by 2 minus pi by 3. That's good. This quadrant it lies. At first you have to determine the quadrant. Yes, it lies in the, this is first, this is second. It is minus, so it lies in the second quadrant, not in the third quadrant. In second quadrant, sine is positive or negative. At first, we have to determine in which quadrant the angle lies. Okay, I have determined that the angle lies in the second quadrant. Then we have to determine in that certain quadrant the given ratio, that is here sine, is positive or negative. Sine is here positive. Okay, good. Then these two is even or odd? These two is even, so no change. So it is sine pi by 3. Sine pi by 3 means sine 60 degree, that is 3 by 2. But if the math is given like this, suppose a math is given like this, sine, suppose I am expressing it in degrees because some of you may feel like this. 300 degrees. Very good. Sine 270 degrees plus 30 degrees, right? Okay. That is sine 3 into 90 degrees plus 30 degrees. Okay. Now see, in which quadrant the angle lies. At first you have to determine 390 degree. That means 190, second 90, third 90 plus. That is in the fourth quadrant. And we know sine is negative in the fourth quadrant. So it is negative. Now this is odd number 3. And I told you at first, sine, it will be cosine. Sine will be cosine. Sine will be cosine. So this sine will be now cosine. And this concept was found from that. Okay. Anyway, for this just I tried to make you understand, nothing else. So it is in the fourth quadrant. Sine is negative, and as it is sine, it is cosine for n equals to 3, which is odd number. So cos 30 degree. So we know cos 30 equals to minus root 3 by 2. Okay. So today is no more. Thank you very much that you were with me. You take a proper preparation for your upcoming online examination. Thank you very much. Best of luck. Bye bye. Assalamu alaikum.